Rich Rising. Thanks for tuning in, clicking on this video, showing my channel some love. I really appreciate it. Biggest disclaimer, if it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, let it go, let it fly. Do not force any energies that are not yours. So I seen something like a while ago where it talked about when your eyes are running, that means your mind needs rest, and when your nose is running, that means your body needs rest. I was blessed with the opportunity to pretty much rest today, all day, and I'm so thankful. I was also watching a video last night by Icy Tarot, and she talked about how important it is to do spiritual baths, spiritual cleansing, allowing your body to release energies that are not necessary. And then she did a follow-up video today, and she talked about how after the bath she got sick. She's congested, she's been sneezing, her nose has been running, and I literally experienced the same symptoms after my shower last night. Been sneezing, my nose has been running, it's been clogged. So today I pretty much just rested, and I realized it's because energy is leaving, it's being removed, cleansed, and newer energy is coming in now. So I thank the Most High for everything He's done. There's no limits to what the Most High will do for us, what He's done for me. I know He's doing it for others, and He will continue to do it. I'm so grateful for Him just making me anew, bringing me out of what I used to do, how I used to be, where I used to live, things I used to be into, just what I used to be attracted to. Something that was on my mind earlier as I took my dog for a walk, maybe about 15 minutes ago. I was talking to my sister about how sometimes we make these connections, these trauma bonds with people, and after you healed, when you look back, or you even see the person, it's like you're just not attracted to them how you once were. And I feel, I know with being a light, you get all kinds of energy, unwanted, wanted, so on and so forth. Because you are a light, you draw a lot of unhealed souls to you. And just like you needed to learn a lesson, they also needed to learn some type of lesson. But I feel like it's a very big energy exchange, and you take on some of their trauma, and they take on some of your light. And that's why I feel sometimes with growth, unhealed people aren't attractive. They aren't appealing to the spiritual eyes of a spiritually ascended soul, of a spiritually evolved soul. And it's simply because they're not doing their work. So somebody can be fine, they can be sexy, they can be beautiful, they can be handsome, they can be gorgeous, but if their character traits, their behavior traits, their mannerisms, how they treat people, if that isn't of a higher vibration, it makes them unattractive. And I hope this is making sense. I'm just so grateful that God has brought me up out of where I used to be. Like I said, what I used to do, who and things I used to be into and attracted to, because looking back, that was not me. I don't feel that was a unhealed version of me. And with bad company corrupting good morals, you hang around an unhealed person long enough, even if you're doing your work, even if you're striving to be better and address your traumas accept your trials and tribulations, some of their energy leaches onto you. I've had friendships, platonic friendships, where because I was at a higher frequency than I would have given myself credit for, and I allowed lower vibration or lower vibrational frequencies around me that I thought were friendly faces, I found that it took a toll on my spirit. I found myself crying. I found myself mad. I found myself discontent with life. Like, I just was never satisfied. Aside from dealing with my own emotions, other people's emotions jumped onto me because I didn't put up my boundaries the way I should have in the beginning. If something is not enhancing your peace, adding to your peace, it's either going to disrupt it or take away from it. And it's very important to distance yourself, because there is enough going on in the world. There are enough energies and battles that you have to face alone on a spiritual basis, on a solo mission, because healing missions are very much solo. All somebody else can do is be a mirror to you, whether it's a reflection of themselves or indeed a reflection of something that you still need to work on, you have yet to be addressed. But all you can do is stay true to yourself and honor your soul. So, people can have money, cars, clothes, hoes. They can have men, they can have women, people knowing their names, people speaking highly of them, And that's all fine and dandy, but how is your soul on a spiritual level, on a spiritual sense? Are you doing your work? What do you feel you've been lacking? What do you feel still needs to be worked on? What do you feel like you have been seeing growth in? You want to go towards things that feed your soul, your mind, your body, and your spirit, and you stay away from anything that tries to drain you of it, because these connections, if you allow it around you long enough, its energy is very fluid. You don't have to have physical contact. It can be communication on a telepathic sense, because that's how fluid energy is. On a spiritual sense, on a cosmic sense, if you're not conscious of what you allow in return you become it, whether it's subconsciously or intentionally. Make sure you're checking in on yourself. Don't feed the ego. You need to starve the ego. You need to allow your mind, body, and soul to go through an ego death, because only then will you be able to be your authentic, natural, organic, true self. Sometimes people want attention because they didn't get it from a certain figure, whether it's a mother figure, whether it's a father figure, whether it's the home life, romantic connections, platonic connections. They search for attention in other areas because without it, they don't feel complete. They like being wanted. They like being needed. They like the thought of it gives them some type of adrenaline rush, just like driving a car fast, It does something to them mentally. It's like a mental high. And that's okay, because I'm not here to judge anybody or shame anyone. It's best to go through your childish ways early. That way you can let it run its course. You allow nature to run its course so you can steadily evolve into whoever you're being called to be. So whether it's clubbing, whether it's going to places that have a lot of attraction that is merely attention based, get it out of your system. And once you understand that nothing is going to feed your soul the way you will, the way God will, the way the Most High will, you just realize you're okay without it. There's so much power and magic in building a solid connection and a strong foundation and being planted and rooted in the Most High's word and the Most High's kingdom, because the things that get offered to you on a spiritual sense, it makes your body completely content in the physical world. You know that you have everything you need. You will soon have everything you've ever wanted. You're not in lack of anything because it's always been within. You don't have to search for anything because you've always had what you've needed. Unhealed people are not attractive. So you just want to make sure that you're doing your work on a spiritual sense as best as you can. I know we're in trying times where people want to exude toxicity, where they want to play in the capitalization of narcissism, but the very thing that they give you to build you up is going to be the same thing they use to tear you down. So be mindful. Whatever you do, you can enjoy yourself, but have limitations. Be disciplined. There's nothing that God won't do for you. He didn't bring you this far just to leave you out to dry. He's been with you every step of the way. Get focused and continue to allow nature to run its course, but keep your eyes open. Stay observant, stay aware, stay conscious, be in your right mind. It's best to be in your right mind as much as possible. You want to stand firm with your boundaries. And everything that glitters is not gold. Peace is within. Peace is not found anywhere else but within the Most High and yourself. Once you understand how powerful that is alone, wherever you go, it's going to follow you. And once you've healed enough, energies that are not on the same vibrating level, they get returned back to sender. Namaste.